first heard the term sidebar when I was negotiating the multi-billion-dollar TV theatrical contract when I was an officer with SAG-AFTRA. And the sidebar is a sidebar conference in a court of law, a discussion between the lawyers and the judge held out of earshot of the jury. And in the spring of 2020 is when Michael told, Archangel Michael, whom I work with in my psychic work, told me that I was going to be doing these readings for you guys here on YouTube, and now is the time. So these sidebars are these little conferences, short little tidbits of information pertaining to a situation going on in your life right now that's going to be my psychic channelings for all the 12 signs, and then we get a little bit of tarot on it, and it's just a little bit of discussion held out of earshot of the people in your life that this pertains to give you a little bit more information as it's guided. So enjoy. Hello, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, welcome to your weekly sidebar with me. One-on-one little mini conference. And remember, this is something that fits into a larger context. I give context on my Patreon. This is without context. This is a detail. This is a little short, little Scooby snack, little psychic detail that fits into something else going on in your life. The psychic download that I'm getting for you, she just kept showing me I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball. That's all she just played Lucille Ball. And so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if you really love I Love Lucy, and I guess everybody does, but, or maybe Lucille Ball is important to you or to someone you love. I don't know. That's probably a confirmation for some, maybe one person. I never really know, like, the face that I'm channeling. I just get your energies. Anyway, so I kind of dug in a little bit more to my sources, and I said, okay, what's up with this? And she kind of just told me that you need to laugh at it all. Sorry, that might have been my Chicago dialect coming through. You need to laugh at it all. There's something serious and maybe even traumatic, or dealing with control issues, power issues, that kind of thing. There's something like I don't know if you're gripping it or if you're trying to control it. I'll just tell you right now, the more you try to control it, the worse you're going to feel. Let's see what the tarot has to say, Gemini, because there's definitely so much serious energy that I just think it's really funny that she just kept playing. She kept playing the clip with the chocolates on the conveyor belt, where she just, and then her and Ethel, it's like, and that was kind of funny. It was really hilarious, but it's interesting. Okay, the air and the fire signs, less serious of the zodiac, are having the hardest time kind of right now because everything is super serious. And so I feel like you haven't really had a choice but to deal with things you don't want to deal with, Gemini. So it's funny that my guidance to you, or my channeling to you, is to watch your favorite comedy. She just showed me this whole thing. She just showed me all these living rooms and all these televisions and all these laptops and all these phones and all these stand-ups and all this comedy. And then she showed me, oh God, it's so weird to describe what she shows me sometimes. It's like I pulled out, like I zoomed out, but then all these little wispy things, like little white little wisps, like came out of you. And okay, well, I'll just tell you the meaning. What it means is watching comedy and just like other people in funny situations, and really diverse comedy. I mean, slapstick, dark, dry humor, especially because of Capricorn energy right now. But what it's doing for you mentally, it's like mentally healing for you, Gemini. What she's showing me, and what it means is that you're going to be able to actually see things from different perspectives through comedy. And it's almost like you don't even know it. It's like you're not signing up to have any big revelations. You're just trying to laugh. You're just trying to smile. But what you don't understand is if you make this like a thing, like if you finish this recording, this energy work that we do in this video on YouTube, and you go and you make like a master list of like 10 comedic films across all genres and like across all the decades, and you just play them, you'll find that you're going to have a breakthrough, that you're going to release something. It's going to actually change the energy for you. It's going to help you do some energy work. Wow, that's really cool. That might be my favorite channeling this week, Gemini. I see the energy work, like I see it. So it's really cool. For whoever's going to do that, whoever's going to make comedy like a staple in their diet. What happens when we laugh is that chemically, your brain is getting scared. Your brain, it's like what actually stimulates a laugh, like an organic, real laugh from people. It's like your brain gets scared in a weird little way. And it's like this reaction. So you might want to look into that, Gemini. I feel like someone actually wants to take comedy classes. I would do it. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, well, I guess we can't now, but in the future. Or I'm sure they have online Zoom ones. Who's this? I'm just kidding. The King of Wands. I actually feel like if you're around anyone like this, to keep them around and to emulate them, because this is major, believe it or not, Lucille Ball energy with this fire and this like exuberance, this absolute exuberance, Gemini. So I feel like your guidance is to, okay, and actually what's really funny is that being funny, being comedic in any way, in any style is actually, and I'm just a messenger and don't hate the rules, hate the game kind of thing, evolutionarily, biologically speaking, considered a masculine trait. Which is why it's so funny that men get intimidated by how funny I am. But seriously, it's one of those things. So that's why you'll see like humorous, funny women getting, judged and stuff because it's dominant. So Gemini, whether you are masculine, feminine, whatever you identify as, this is something good for your inner masculine, for the masculine side of you, the masculine part of you. It's to laugh, make jokes, and make it, like I said, like a staple in your diet or some kind of, because I'm telling you, it's helping you. This is not the day to surprise me. It's Jupiter conjunct Pluto in Capricorn day. I'm like waiting for something like... Sorry about that, guys. So I think I was wrapping it up with you guys. You guys get the gist of this. Laughter, humor is actually an amazing source of strength. And because of Capricorn energy right now, if you're watching this in real time, I'm recording this November 12th on the day of the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. You really do want to gulp it down, dig in, and do what you got to do, that Capricorn, Saturn Capricorn stuff, but also be exuberant and live your life and let your personality exist and engage and be confident. You can still be going through some dark stuff and still be confident. You might not feel it. And I'm not telling anyone else this, Gemini, just you. Wow, Gemini, I really have to go because everything keeps interrupting your reading. So just last but not least, I'm not telling anyone else this because you are the one that can compartmentalize things so well and detach and like, okay, I'm just kidding. But that's why I'm telling you, is because you just need a mental break. And when you take that mental break, make it comedy, make it laughter, make it fun. But don't ignore all the other stuff. I mean, you really can't. There's no way you're going to be able to ignore it successfully. I'm just saying, don't try. I love you, gems. Everything cool is on my Patreon. I really I'm still doing readings. I just recommend keying in the link in the description box below because they're a much better price point, and I had to raise my rates because I was getting way overwhelmed and overbooked with like requests and readings and stuff like that. So that's why it's a better deal on Patreon, and you get oodles more stuff than just booking a reading directly on my website, but it's up to you. Patreon, hop on, hop off, toggle up, toggle down. It's all good in the hood. I'm a screenwriter, so Patreon and YouTube is like its own little thing. Then my scripts and filmmaking and acting and modeling is another thing. So I love you, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.